Okay, for today's foot exercises, you're going to need a small, thick elastic band. I got this one, I think, off asparagus, and something heavy. And it needs to be actually heavy. So this is a 25-pound dumbbell. And I think it's important to recognize that when we're talking about our feet and our ankles and our lower legs, they can handle more weight. I mean, you think about how much you weigh, and every time you take a step, that much weight is going through your feet, your ankles, your knees, and your hips. So when we're thinking about strengthening those areas, a little bit more weight is a little bit better. Now, we're going to start out just stretching the tissues of our feet to start. So pick up your foot, doesn't matter which one, get access to it, and then flex your ankle. So you're gonna try and find an ankle that looks like a standing ankle, and then just pull all your toes back. And what you should notice, especially when you pull your big toe back, your arch changes. There's a little activation of your arch, and you're just gonna rub that, give it a little massage. So if I have plantar fasciitis, this is going to be helpful over time, but you have to do it a lot. Like not 30 seconds once a day, twice a week. Like a couple times a day, every day until your foot feels better. So we're flexing the ankle, we're flexing the toes, and then we're rubbing the arch of the foot, giving it a good little massage. Then you're going to let that go. Take your opposite hand, put your fingers through your toes. Now, again, we want a neutral looking ankle, and I'm going to get you to hold on to your heel. So your heel is not moving, and it's like you're trying to wring out your foot. You give a little twist forward and back. So I'm just moving my forefoot or the ball of my foot, not my heel, not my ankle. And then from there, still keeping the lower leg still, you're going to move at the ankle. So we're going to do a little ankle crank. A couple times one way and then the other way. Again, now you're not going to do this 1,000 times a day, but maybe if you did it twice a day until your feet are pain-free, and then you maintained it over time, couple times a week once you're pain-free. Okay, pull that out. We're going to really quickly switch sides. So you don't have to do this for a really long time, like 30 seconds. So you pull your toes back. You got your ankle flexed. Noticing how your toes, ankle, and the arch of the foot maybe reacts differently, right and left side. And then again, just give that arch a little massage. So from your heel to the ball of your foot, the arch of the foot. Might be a little pressure points, might be a little sore. That's okay. Then again, fingers between toes. You might notice that one foot is a little stiffer than the other. Again, you're keeping your ankle flexed, you're holding your heel, and then you're twisting your forefoot. So it's like you're trying, if your foot was a sponge, you're trying to wring it out. You might notice one side moves a little better than the other. Then again, you leave your lower leg still, move with the ankle. One direction, and then the other. And let that go. Now, once you've kind of woken up your feet in that way, lean forward, have a look at your toes, a little bit of toe yoga. You're going to pick all your toes up, spread them, and then go big toes down, reach and spread little toes down. You go big toes up, little toes up, big toes down, little toes down. And you just work through that, I don't know, like 10 times, 10 sets, 10 reps, just really thinking about and focusing on your toes. And if you have a hard time moving them, let your fingers help out. They can help you lift and lower. Anything, anytime your hands are doing something, Your brain pays very close attention to that. And so that's going to help build a connection between your nervous system and your feet. Now you're going to take your band and just put it around your big toes. So essentially what you're trying to do is get the band to pull your toes so they're pointing in the same direction as the bones of your foot. So very often the big toes will start angling off into a bunion-like shape. We're just getting the band to hold the toes straight. And then you can press through your big toes, reach your little guys away. And what we might find is adding the band makes this a little easier. And then again, you can lift up and lower down, lift up, lower down. So it's basically a resistance band exercise for your big toes. It can be helpful over time if we have bunions. Now, still with the band around your toes are spreading. Sit up tall. Think about tipping your pelvis forward, and we're going to go high on our heels and pull down. So you pop up and you pull down. Pop up, pull down. You can imagine that there was like an air pump or something underneath your foot. So you have to give a little resistance to push down. So you come up, press down. Come up, press down. You'll see I still have the band around my big toe, keeping my big toe in neutral. Particularly important if you're a person developing bunions. So this is all fine and good. Just body weight. In fact, it's not even body weight, it's very lightweight. This is a bent knee heel raise. Now you're going to add a little load. And this is important to people who have had foot pain for years. You've done all the stretching, you've done all the ball rolling, and if that's not making things better, it's really time to add a little strength. So you're going to pick up your heavy weight, and again, it's heavy. Put it on your knee. Now, of course, heavy within reason. If it's hard to get it up here, if it's painful, don't do it. And then it's up, slow down, up, slow down. And we're doing lots. At least 3 sets of 10, maybe even better, 3 sets of 15 with control. And you want to watch, like, and I don't know if you can see this, I'm a little shaky. So it's a lot. It doesn't look like a lot, but it is a lot. And then you're going to switch. Again, same thing, 3 sets of 10 or 15 of these weighted bent knee heel raises. So that's just, I think, 3 or 4 really quick, simple, easy foot exercises you can do in seated. Doesn't take a lot of time. And maybe it's something a little different, something a little new that you haven't tried before. So if you've been having foot pain for a really long time, maybe this will just switch things up for you. Give it a try and let me know how it goes. Thanks.